Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lyss. I'm a second year PA student at the Medical University of South Carolina in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm currently on clinical rotations. A lot of my content so far has been like PA school based, things that I do, tests that I've studied for, all that good stuff. But I kind of wanted to make this video a little bit different and talk about things that I wish that I knew before I started PA school. I feel like going into PA school is a lot of uncertainty and being unsure of a lot of things and very nervous and stressed and just all the things. So I kind of wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about things that I wish that I knew, and hopefully that will better prepare you guys for going into PA school or continuing through Didactic if you've already started. So I made a little note on my phone of all the things that I wanted to say so I didn't forget anything. But first of all, studying in PA school is completely different than any studying you've ever done before. So in undergrad, I tended to talk a lot out with some of my classmates and like rewrite notes, just read over them, if that makes sense. PA school, that is not how that has worked for me. So basically I've typed my notes, printed them out, highlighted everything that professors emphasized was important, and then wrote side notes. I used like 3 or 4 different outside sources, all that good stuff. And it's a lot different than studying for undergrad, and I didn't know that coming in. I thought I was going to be able to do the same thing and be perfectly fine. And let's just say the first anatomy exam really just hit me hard because I did okay, but it was nothing near what I anticipated. Go in with an open mind about studying, be willing to try something new, because odds are whatever you're doing probably isn't going to work, and that's okay. PA school is a big time of adjustment and everything, so just keep that as something else that you need to adjust and go from there. Number 2, kind of piggybacking off of that, anatomy is not what you expect it to be. So in my undergrad program, anatomy and phys were connected. In PA school, or at least the PA school that I go to, anatomy is a completely separate course. You don't learn any of the physiology, nothing. You learn the heart, all the different components of the heart. You learn the intestine, all the different components of the intestines. Yeah, anatomy was just a whole different beast. That was honestly the hardest class I've taken in PA school because it was my first semester coming in. You're adjusting to everything. The studying is completely different. The lab is completely different. You're literally just learning what these organs and body parts and nerves and everything are. So yeah, that was the hardest part I think for me, is the anatomy and phys not being together, because a lot of what helps me understand the anatomy is the phys, and so when you're not doing it together it makes it a lot harder, and that was just something that I wasn't anticipating going to be an issue. Number 3, didactic year is so much more different. Differenter. It's a lot different than clinical year. The amount of stress that I had during didactic year, far more up here than clinical year. Clinical year, I'm just kind of vibing. Like, I'm studying when I get a chance. Like, I'm going to work, doing my little rotation, coming home, cooking, cleaning. I am not studying all the time. Should I probably say that out loud? No. But if I'm being honest with you, I do not study all the time. Ever. I do what I can. I do what I need to do to pass my EOR and everything. But didactic year, it was just so much more stressful, and I mean, it makes sense. You have to, you know, pass the exams, and there's like 3 or 4 exams versus just one. Just learning everything the first time is so much harder, and I feel like clinical year is a big like refresher of everything that you've already learned, so the stress really just dies down. Number 4, I'm gonna emphasize this one. This is the one that I think on this list is one of the most important things that I've learned in PA school. It is stressful, but you can still have a life and you can still have fun. So my first semester of PA school, I kind of sat around at home, studied, didn't really go out, didn't really do a whole lot of things. Let me tell you, you do not have to make A's in every single class that you take or every single exam that you take. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that right now. These exams, you need to pass them. You got into PA school, you did the hard part. You made it into PA school, and you were taking the classes, and you're doing the damn thing, okay? And you are allowed to have fun in PA school. You only have these 2 to 3 years one time. My class is 90 people. We go out and we do fun things all the time. There are still people in class that are home studying every single day of the week, that are in the library until 12 o'clock at night. Me personally, I don't care if it's the night before the exam. My brain is not functioning after 10 o'clock in the night. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. 10 o'clock comes home and I don't know it. I don't know it. I'm going home and I'm going to bed. Make time to do fun things. The weekend before a block exam, I went on a trip to Virginia. I have gone to Tennessee. I flew to Nashville in the middle of the semester. Like, you have to make time to do these fun things or else you're just going to get drained out so fast. And let me tell you, after I found out that I could go out and have fun and like party on the weekends, as long as I focused whenever I needed to, PA school got so much more fun and just so much better all around. Number 5, have fun outside of school, find a hobby, and have friends that are not in PA school. For me, this was a little bit easier because I went to undergrad in Charleston, so I had friends that were already here and everything. And I love going to the gym. So I already had something that I knew that I loved. It's something that I could pour myself into that wasn't school related and just kind of like drain all my thoughts and everything. I know some people it's harder. You're like moving around and everything and you're not with all these people that you know already. But having people and activities that are not PA related to distract you is so helpful because you do not need the stress of school all the time. And let me tell you, I love the people in my class. I do. But they are some of the people that stress me out the most. Whenever I'm trying to have a nice little drink and relax on a Thursday evening, I do not want somebody blowing up my phone asking me about the email that I just got or asking me about how we think the exam's going to go on the following Monday. I'm sorry. I don't care. I want to go and I want to enjoy the few evenings that I have to have fun with my friends and go to the gym and just do things that are not related to PA school because it's your life for those 2 to 3 years, but you're allowed to have a life outside of it. What number is this? Number 6, have a budget. I didn't have a budget going into PA school. I knew I should have, but I didn't. And I spent so much money in my first semester. I regret it now. I really do. Since then, I've done a budget. I've done really well at keeping the budget. And I will not have to take out a loan for my last semester of PA school, nor will I have to take out a loan for my doctorate program that I'm doing following graduation. So keeping a budget is so, you're still allowed to have fun, and you're still allowed to do fun things. You're still allowed to buy things. But don't spend all of your money doing things that don't matter. Don't go out and spend $30 on drinks every day of the week. Don't go buy a $10 coffee every day on the way to school. Being in PA school, you're learning how to manage your money because when you get that first big girl paycheck or big boy paycheck, it's going to feel really, really good, but you're still going to be $300,000 in the hole. So you just got to start practicing budgeting now so that it's a little bit easier to budget later. And the very last one that I have right now is do not compare yourself to others. Earlier I was talking about how like during the week I could be out like going out for drinks or going to a party or whatnot, and there are people in my class who are out at the library studying until 1-2 a.m. and in that moment it's so easy to be like, oh my gosh, should I be studying? Like, should I be at the library right now? Like, they're doing so much better than me. Like, this is why I'm not making high 90s, hundreds on all these exams. It does not matter. You are passing the same exam that they're passing. Nobody is going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, what did you make on your dermatology exam during your didactic year? Nobody's going to do that. You're both going to graduate. You're both going to take the pants. You're both going to be PACs. That's all that matters. Do not compare yourself to others. Some people may need to study an hour a week. Some people may need to study 20 hours a week. And it's very dependent on the person. You're studying, their studying are not going to be the same. Their things they like to do and your things that you like to do are not going to be the same, and that's okay. But yeah, so that is everything that I've thought of so far that I wish I knew before didactic year. If there is anything that I left out, feel free to let me know, comment it below, things that you wish that you knew before you started PA school. If you guys want to see things I knew before clinical, let me know that too. And if there's anything really that y'all just want to see or want to hear more about PA school, Charleston, my life, Ash. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will look forward to seeing you guys again next week.